You can't have a great hero without a great villain. And in superhero movies, the villains often steal the show. They challenge our heroes, define their journeys, and sometimes they become the most unforgettable part of the story. So today we're counting down the 10 greatest superhero movie villains of all time, ranked by impact, performance, and legacy. Some will shock you, others are simply inevitable. If you've ever rooted for the bad guy just a little too much, hit that like button right now, and let's begin. 10. Ego the Living Planet. Kurt Russell's Ego the Living Planet from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is one of Marvel's most underrated villains. At first, he seems like a loving father, a cosmic being reuniting with his long-lost son, Peter Quill. But then comes the truth. Ego murdered Peter's mother. That revelation flips the entire movie on its head. He's a godlike being who creates life only to destroy it, charming, manipulative, and terrifying all at once. Russell's performance makes you believe in his warmth, right before he rips your heart out. That balance of charisma and cruelty makes Ego one of the MCU's most fascinating antagonists. 9. The Riddler. Paul Dano's Riddler in The Batman is not the campy question mark trickster we once knew. He's something darker. This version of the Riddler is a twisted genius, a serial killer with a cause, targeting Gotham's corrupt elite while leaving saw-like traps and cryptic riddles behind. What makes him brilliant is his delusion. He truly believes he and Batman are allies, working toward the same goal, but when that illusion shatters, Dano's breakdown is unforgettable. He's not just a villain, he's a mirror reflecting Batman's own obsession back at him. And that's what makes him terrifying. 8. Loki. Loki's journey from villain to antihero is one of the most complex arcs in superhero cinema. Introduced in Thor and perfected in the Avengers, Loki is a god of mischief torn between family, jealousy, and destiny. In 2012, he wasn't just another CGI baddie. He was Shakespearean tragedy wrapped in green and gold. He craved love and power at the same time, and that contradiction made him human, even when he was trying to conquer Earth. Years later, the Loki series shows his redemption, but it all started with that single smirk and the line, "I am burdened with glorious purpose." A villain so good, he became a fan-favorite hero. 7. Lex Luthor. Before the multiverse, before cinematic universes, there was Gene Hackman's Lex Luthor in Superman. He's not a monster, he's not a god, he's something worse, a man with brains, ego, and a taste for real estate domination. Hackman brought charm, wit, and danger to the role, making Lex both funny and frightening. He represents the polar opposite of Superman, greed versus virtue, cynicism versus hope. And every smirk, every sarcastic jab, hides that pure hatred for the Man of Steel. Without Hackman's Lex Luthor, modern supervillains might never have learned how to make evil look this entertaining. 6. Green Goblin. The itsy-bitsy spider climbed up the waterspout. Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin is the definition of unhinged brilliance. In Spider-Man 2002, Dafoe had to balance two personalities, Norman Osborn, a genius consumed by ambition, and his monstrous alter ego, the Goblin. Even behind that mask, Dafoe's facial expressions, his voice, his laugh, they carry pure menace. When he returned in No Way Home, that duality became even stronger. Norman's guilt and the Goblin's insanity. He's not just Spider-Man's first movie villain, he's his greatest, and maybe the most quotable one too. 5. Eric Killmonger. Bury me in the ocean with my ancestors. Few lines hit harder than that. Michael B. Jordan's Killmonger isn't just a villain, he's a revolutionary with a cause. His pain, his anger, his sense of injustice, it all feels real. He doesn't want to burn the world for fun, he wants to burn it to rebuild it. That's what makes Black Panther so powerful. It's not hero versus villain, it's ideology versus ideology. And even in death, Killmonger leaves a legacy that reshapes Wakanda forever. You may not agree with him, but you understand him. And that's what great villains are made of. 4. The Joker. Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight? Jack Nicholson's Joker from Tim Burton's Batman is chaos with class. Part gangster, part clown, and all madness. Nicholson strikes a perfect balance between the camp of the 60s and the menace of the modern era. He paints Gotham red with a smile on his face and a joke on his tongue. This version of Joker defined an entire generation of movie villains, proving you could be terrifying and theatrical at the same time. He was the first to truly show that madness can be beautiful. 3. Magneto. Ian McKellen's Magneto in the X-Men saga is one of cinema's most sympathetic villains. He's not fighting for power, he's fighting for survival. A Holocaust survivor turned mutant revolutionary, Magneto believes peace is impossible between humans and mutants. He's both right and wrong, and that's the tragedy. His friendship and rivalry with Professor X gave the X-Men films their emotional core. Magneto isn't evil, he's broken by a world that never learns. And McKellen brings every ounce of gravitas to that pain. Without Magneto, the X-Men movies would lose their soul. 2. Thanos. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Josh Brolin's Thanos redefined what a cinematic villain could be. He's a tyrant, yes, but also a philosopher. He believes his genocidal mission is mercy, not madness. What makes Thanos terrifying isn't his strength, it's his conviction. He truly believes he's saving the universe, from torturing his daughters to wiping out half of existence. Thanos is calm, deliberate, and inevitable. When a villain makes the heroes question their own morality, you've reached the top tier. Thanos isn't just a villain, he's a belief system. 1. The Joker. And finally, number 1. Heath Ledger's Joker from The Dark Knight. This is the performance that changed everything. Ledger's Joker isn't chaos for chaos' sake. He's philosophy made flesh. He believes society is one bad day away from breaking, and he's there to prove it. Every line, every laugh, every unpredictable choice, it all feels real. He's not a cartoon villain, he's a force of nature. And even though Ledger is gone, his Joker continues to haunt cinema, reshaping how we see villains forever. When Batman says, "You and I are destined to do this forever," you believe him. Because legends like this never really die. So there it is, the 10 greatest superhero movie villains of all time. Each one challenged their hero, and in doing so, redefined what the genre could be. But now it's your turn. Who's your number 1? Was it Thanos, Killmonger, or the Clown Prince himself? Drop your favorite villain in the comments below. And of course, subscribe for more superhero rankings, breakdowns, and cinematic deep dives every single week.